Alright guys, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I believe I got lucky when I presented the knife. I had even said, like, there's no point in trying to present it. If it was true and she had, like, the rubber gloves on, there would be no fingerprints. But I want to know, like, I just presented it just to present it and it works. I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? It's only because I presented it because nothing else made sense. So I said, you know what, the knife. Let's present the knife. We had to present something since it was the only thing she had revised in her testimony. So I said, you know what, let's present it here. We pressed the statement already. Let's just present the knife. Bam, we got the knife. There was nothing else I could think of. I'm like, it has to be something to do with this knife. It's like they give you so little hints in this case. It feels like that. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunch boxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Hey, what is this about? Oh my god. What's with this case? Oh, they're actually saying stuff. The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, Ricky? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Why did she have to use a knife from Edgeworth's car? And how would she even know? How did she even know that she had, or that he had a knife inside the car? However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh! The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Whoa! See, I got completely lucky because I said, you know what? Process of elimination. All this other evidence doesn't make sense. It has something to do with this knife. That was my whole idea. I didn't figure that shit out. Yes, just I love that. Cause you can get through these games by just simply going through the process of elimination. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. I don't know about that. Oh no, look at Edgeworth. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Did you just try to make it funny, Edgeworth? Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if this was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing. I think I really messed up that last sentence he said. But you know what? Who cares? This is the only thing that the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I did that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If she wasn't, why would she have been wearing? I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again as I slam my gavel. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not only what you thought you saw. How dare you! Hair flipping to stare! My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? I got really good deduction powers too. And I also got great luck. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure. What kind of hat is that? That hat is silly though. What kind of lunch lady sells lunches with a hat like that? Come on. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Again and again, huh? Again and again. Again and again. So she had multiple stabs, huh? Or the body had multiple stabs? It does sound like a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, Emma. Oh, Emma. Stare. Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. She said something that stood out to me. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against our prosecutor. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again and again. Now, she says again and again, so this guy must have multiple stab wounds. But before we even do that, nah, Shan, we gotta look at the autopsy. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a... One knife wound. One knife wound, son. One knife wound, not multiple knife wounds. She's getting angry. She's getting angry. She knows she's wrong. So what I'm gonna do really quick, guys, I'm gonna save the game. Apparently there's a... I got somebody at the door. So give me like a few seconds here. I'm gonna save the game. And I'm gonna go check this out really quick. Alright guys, I am sorry about that. I had to go answer the door. It was actually my brother who couldn't make it for Christmas, and because he couldn't make it, he actually brought over the Christmas presents that he bought for Christmas, of course, that he couldn't bring over because he couldn't come over because of the crazy snow we had. So he brought it over. It was a Blu-ray player that he bought for my parents, and I also bought a Blu-ray movie collection. What was it? The Dark Knight trilogy, I believe, that I bought. Yeah, it was. And I also, since it's a Blu-ray connection or a Blu-ray player that connects to the internet, they'll also get access to YouTube and my Netflix account. So they'll be able to watch movies, and more movies in HD. So without further ado, let's get back to the damn game, man. Alright, here we go. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in and again. So obviously what we want to do, because this, I believe we need to present something right here, because in the autopsy report it clearly says death due to the loss of blood, one knife wound, but she says again and again from a knife. So what we want to do here is present the autopsy report properly. I'm gonna try to get this to work. See, now what I was doing before, I'm not sure if it's gonna work now, but I don't think it should work now. Objection. Yeah, it works. Okay then. You said she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. What my moss surprise, how many lunches do you have in that basket, lady? I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. Ooh, look at that stare. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood, the one stab wound. Ah, you're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth! What a hunk, he's my hero, really! What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness! You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks! Always believed that no one would ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she had stabbed him at least twice. Huh. Then tell us what you saw that you thought you... Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify, sister, testify. I tell you to testify, Angel Star. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. So let's press it right here. Her red muffler. It's like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she could be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often make mistake about my beard. For a bib? What? A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten for something. Yeah, he said it feels like kindergarten. Damn. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest, which would be her breast. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we first met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax. Even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Oh my goodness. Lana Scott intended the murder, Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how... Wait a minute, let's go visit that photo. Was she wearing it in this photo? I don't think she was wearing it. Look at it. I don't think she was wearing it. Do you see any red? Let's present it. Let's do it. Let's 1 on 3, guys. 1, 2, 3. Objection! I said objection. Objection. There we go. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Objection. Whoa! Why did you object my objection? The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself. With this photograph. That's what I was gonna say, Edgeworth! But that can't be! Only a true professional could be so clueless. Oh, damn! I'm sure you'll make a good lunch lady, have no fear. Damn! Harsh words, but good. I love the judge. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really? Well now, where were we? The witness has given us entertaining interlude. Now back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Yo, she has to revise her testimony every time, dude. Like, this is hilarious. Apprehended the suspect. Oh, yeah. I did a silly little dance. You can't see it. Think. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition of... What? Oh, off to her side. Our partition off to her side. Okay. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. What? The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. What? You are quite determined about the scarf, huh? How did she even get over there? Let's be honest. How did she even get over there that quick? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. Because you remember, she was in... I'm trying to think. She said she saw it between the fence, right? How the hell she get over there that quick? To be able to stop her. She would have had to take at least maybe... I don't know how long it would take to get over the fence, but... I know she wouldn't have caught the prosecutor that quick. She would have had enough time to run away. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of a snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Attorney Wright gets bitten by snake. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and knocked over an oil drum. Oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Apprehending the suspect. Stare. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. Okay, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Let's press her right here. Let's not present any evidence. You said quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time, but between a fence! Between a fence! Maybe I should press her for more details. Yes, press her. I like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The lunchland cart was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. B block, B block. Where? What? Okay, my TV went out for a second. I was about to say. So anyway, you witnessed the murder from here. Yes, I'm using the same TV that blinks on and off when I play my PS3. Also happens on my computer sometimes. It's really weird. Hopefully it didn't mess up the recording, but I doubt it will, because it's coming. The output is from my computer. So, but anyway, so you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet away from your car. Yes, is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady, athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. That's what I just said, everybody. Now listen, the fence was about 9 feet high too. How come Miss Sky didn't get away? When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. What is this about? She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky! Anyway, all I heard was say the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? The chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? The cell phone! Ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the scene of the crime? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory? It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? Yeah, that's right, it doesn't work. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall, but it doesn't work. Apparently it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? Gavel! You should of course add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Oh, shut up, lady. Before I smack you in the face. She gave up trying to use the phone on the wall and just used her cell phone. Alright, let's press her. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Why are you calling everybody rookies? She goes to the telephone. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was... How did she even know that she picked up the phone? Like, look at that. Look at the middle. Look at the telephone. Look at the telephone, guys. The partition was blocking her view, right? It was blocking Angel's view. So how did she even know there was a phone behind there? I don't understand. How did she even know she was calling somebody? So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. And that's when I boldly grabbed her arm. The chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Yup. He gave us a huge clue. He gave us a huge clue right there. She gave up trying to use the phone on the wall and just used her cell phone. Here we go. You know what we gotta do, guys. You know what we gotta do. We gotta either present. We gotta present something. Let's be sure. Obviously not this. 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 But either the cell phone, the parking lot floor plans, or not that. So it's from these two. The process of elimination is very great. I love the process of elimination. So let's see. Let's object with the parking lot floor plan. Let's do it. Let's do it with the voice. Ugh! I said ugh. I didn't get objection, but okay. I didn't even have to say objection. That's hilarious. All I had to do was scream into the mic. I'm sorry, guys. All I had to do was scream into the damn mic. And it works. I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Scott. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem. Now let's look at the floor plans while I smack this piece of paper with my index and my middle finger. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. I love the dialogue in this game. Oh man. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. Uh-oh, everybody's calm down. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox. Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? That doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here. You ordered the patooey on rice, right? No! No! I got it wrong! I thought I had it right! Ah! One more try! Alright, here we go. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Alright, so it basically looped. The order of events, where she saw it. Let's say the order of events. I honestly mashed the button. I ain't even gonna lie. I saw the first option and it sounded good, so I just clicked it. I didn't even bother to read the other two. But anyway, let's do this. She lied about the order of events. Miss Sky used the emergency phone before the murder. I see. I hadn't thought of that. Uh-oh. That took the wind out of her sails. Mr. Wright. Oh, I hate to bother you. I can celebrate you. I got it wrong too. Oh no. Just when you think he can't sink any lower, he amazes us. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. You ordered the orange field lunchbox, right? I guess that teaches me not to get excited before the evidence. One more try. Yo, I'm so bad at this. Alright, here we go. She tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. It would be pointless for her to lie about it. Pointless to lie? I see. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna save the game, take a short break, and once we come back, we'll be back with more Phoenix Wright. Oh, dude, that was so bad.